Imagine a force, so powerful it powers the stars, so dangerous it can flatten cities, so precise it defines the chemistry of life, and yet it all begins inside something so small it's invisible to the naked eye. This is the world of nuclear physics, where matter meets mystery, where chaos and creation collide. Welcome to the core of the cosmos. Part 1. The Atomic Dream. From ancient philosophers gazing at the stars, to modern scientists peering into the heart of the atom, humanity has always been haunted by one question. What is everything made of? At first, we imagined the universe as earth, air, fire, and water. But the truth was more exotic, more violent, and far more beautiful. We cracked open the atom and found not simplicity, but a storm. Inside every atom lies a nucleus, a core of unimaginable density. If an atom were the size of a stadium, its nucleus would be a single grain of rice at center field. Yet that tiny grain holds almost all the mass of the atom. This is the epicenter of reality, and understanding it, that's nuclear physics. Part 2. The forces that shape the universe. Within this tiny nucleus, forces clash in an invisible war. First, the strong nuclear force, the champion of nature. It binds protons and neutrons together with the intensity of 1 billion suns. It is 100 times stronger than electricity. It is the glue of matter. But it has a flaw, a limitation. Its reach is so short, so fragile, that beyond a tiny range, it collapses, allowing radioactive decay to begin. Next comes the electromagnetic force, trying to rip protons apart with their identical charges. The nucleus is a battlefield, cohesion versus repulsion, order versus entropy. Hovering in the background, the weak nuclear force, subtle, silent, responsible for decay, for the transmutation of elements, for the heat inside stars, and even inside your own body. And above them all, indifferent and cold, gravity. 4 fundamental forces, one tiny stage, infinite consequences. Part 3. The discovery of nuclear might. The tale of nuclear physics is one of brilliance and danger. In 1896, Henri Becquerel stumbled upon radiation. Soon after, Marie Curie isolated radioactive elements, giving birth to a new science. And then came Ernest Rutherford, the father of nuclear physics, who revealed the structure of the atom and discovered alpha decay, beta decay, and the inner architecture of the nucleus. But it was 1938 when everything changed. 2 German chemists, Hahn and Strassmann, split the uranium atom. Nuclear fission had been discovered. Suddenly, the genie was out of the bottle. The age of the nucleus had arrived. Einstein's equation, E mc2, no longer just explained mass and energy. It now held the key to unimaginable power. A small amount of mass could release a monstrous amount of energy. And so, the world entered an age where the atom could be both savior and destroyer. Part 4. Fire and Fury, the birth of the bomb. July 16, 1945. A silent desert in New Mexico. A flash brighter than 1,000 suns. The Trinity test. The first detonation of a nuclear bomb. Mankind had harnessed the most destructive force known, and within weeks, it would be unleashed upon Hiroshima and Nagasaki. In seconds, cities were vaporized. Tens of thousands of lives ended. The world changed, permanently. What had begun as a scientific marvel became a geopolitical weapon, a sword hanging over humanity. But even amid horror, nuclear science marched on, because the same reactions that destroyed cities could also power them.